Hello and welcome to Vegan Soul. I am Suzette Sweat, your host of the show, also known as AKA Wonder Woman. We are excited to present to you and provide information based upon the latest documentary of What the Health. We have our returning guest, Kiwi, today that is here. She is from an impressive vegan style, and she is going to talk to us and present to us some information about Meal Prep 101 and how important that is. So today, we actually have one of her green smoothies, and so I'm going to taste this and then allow Kiwi to share a little bit of information about the green smoothie. All right, let me see. That's really good. So I'm assuming that it has kale in there. Is that correct? I'll taste a little bits of kale. All right, and pineapples?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm not gonna guess on the rest of them. I'm gonna let you tell me the rest of them. So tell me what exactly is this? What type of smoothie is this?
Well, actually, that goes with the detox, and it's also vegan. So
Okay.
you want to keep your. You can either use coconut milk or you can use almond milk.
Okay.
If you're on a high protein diet, you can also use the nut milk.
Great.
Yes.
Okay.
So all you have in there is your pineapple, your flax seeds, your kale. You got a few cucumbers, apples, and pretty much that's it. And with all that together, it does a detox for your body and kind of flushes everything out and with your organs and stuff, and it's pretty decent.
So what's your recommendation? So if someone is calling you and they're contacting you regarding the smoothie, because what I hear is that you have a lot of diuretic, things that are a natural diuretic, cucumbers, we talked about your lemons or limes. These things actually help aid in the digestive system to cleanse itself. So what is your recommendation for someone wanting one of these detox smoothies?
I always recommend that you do at least 5 days.
Okay.
5 days really gets you where you need to be.
Okay.
If you're really high strung, 10 days would be perfect.
I'm not even going to ask about the high strung, but okay. All right. So again, Vegan Soul, what we are here for is to provide a basic guideline for you to help your households to provide information regarding the plant-based vegan lifestyle. Our goal is to just, again, bring our guests on. We'd like for you to follow our page on Facebook, our social media, like, tag, share it for more upcoming episodes. I'm excited about this program to share about a plant-based lifestyle. So again, we're going to follow Kiwi in here. We're going to go to the kitchen for Meal Prep 101, your very basics in the kitchen, and we also have an amazing dessert, okay? And as we're going, I just want to kind of draw our attention to our local artists, and we would like to thank Nicole Michelle for her artwork here that's displayed here. And then we're gonna go into the kitchen and see what she has to cook for us today. I'm excited. Are you excited?
Yes.
All right, I'll follow you. All right, we are in the kitchen. I'm in the kitchen with Kiwi, and I am excited that she owns her own meal planning business. It's an impressive vegan style, and today she is going to show us some basic 101 staples of making a protein bowl. So I'm going to let her take over and talk about some of the ingredients, and we'll talk about the benefits of those and how to incorporate that in your everyday life.
So we'll start off with a little kale here, and what you do is you want everything fresh. You want everything fresh. It's better for you. Organic if you can afford it, but if you can't afford it, you just make sure that you clean your veggies real good.
Okay, so with your kale, is there a preference why you use kale over another type of the green foliage? What makes you decide to use the kale?
Well, actually today I just used kale. You can use any greenery that you want to use.
Okay.
I promote kale because you want to make sure that you keep up on your immune system while you're a vegan.
Good sources of iron, so
Yes.
it has your iron, great thing to substitute for iron. And then I see that there's some beans here. What type of beans do we have in this pot?
Now those are your red pinto beans.
Okay.
And pretty much you can use any bean you like. I chose that one because when you're in the kitchen, you want to give yourself a little variety of the way things look, presentation. Sometimes when you see more colors, you feel like it's fun food. And actually it has a good source of protein.
You must have read my mind, because I like color and crunch. I like nutrients, of course, but to keep it going. So this particular bean is more like a red bean. I do tell people in their cabinets, in their cupboards, these are like some of the staples of some of these items that we should have. Sometimes when you get the kale, when she was saying fresh, if you buy a bundle and you're not able to use it right then and there, you can cut that up and freeze that. We make our smoothies out of that. So there's a lot of things that you can do to not waste any of your products. And then what do we have here? What are you cooking here?
Actually, right here, that's Kiba.
Okay.
And Kiba is high in protein as well. You can actually substitute that for like your brown rices and things like that. Get away from the starch, and Kiba is pretty much a great source of that. You can do Kiba, kind of grab whatever taste you want it to taste like.
And it's actually low calorie, so
yes,
that is a great substitute for your rice. For those that are dealing with a starchy thing, that's a great staple to add also as well. The shelf life is amazing. Shelf life, and I'm smelling something in the oven here. So what do you have baking in the oven?
Okay, so in the oven we have some sweet potatoes.
Okay.
With a little sherry wine on there. And you can pretty much play around with your sweet potatoes.
Okay.
Just depending on what you want to do with it.
So these are all the ingredients that you're going to add to your actual protein bowl itself.
Correct.
So you have high antioxidants, you have your protein, you have your vitamin A, your vitamin C, you have your crunch, you have your color. I think we're well represented here on the bowl.
Yes.
So she is also going to show us an avocado pudding. I don't know if you guys have used it outside. I ain't talking about ladies on the eyeballs, but avocado outside of that, we're going to actually consume this. And so we're going to go over and take a look at the avocado pudding of how to prepare that. All right, so talk to me about, so I see lots of avocados here. Are there certain ways that you prepare this, or how are you, so walk me through that piece of that.
Okay, so you just, depends on how many guests you want to do. I pretty much start off with like 4 or 5 avocados. Make sure they're not overripe, but ripe enough. So they
you want them like
soft.
a semi-soft? Okay,
yes,
semi-soft, gotcha.
So you'll put those in your blender or whatever you may use, your processor. And then what you do is you'll add a little, you can use almond milk or you can use coconut milk.
Now, do you have a preference? Is there like a sweetener type? And this is from me, what I like to share with people. Sometimes our bodies are a little acidic, and so a lot of times we will come away from the almond milk because it has a higher level of acidic parts of it. So we will try another type of milk that will actually complement it. So it depends on what ingredients you're using and how you're incorporating it, when you would know when to supplement one out, when to put one in, when to take one out. Is that kind of what you follow as well in some areas?
Yes, and actually if you don't want to use the almond milk, it'll be a little thicker version of it. Okay. So you don't necessarily have to use it if you don't like.
So this helps with your consistency then of the type. Okay, I got it. Wonderful, I love that. Okay, let's see what you're working with.
And then you can pretty much play around with it. Pretty much play around with your ingredients.
Okay.
I'm not for sure like if you're a walnut person or you
So someone has nut allergies, we can just basically substitute something else. Okay. So this is going to give it the crunch flavor, a nutty flavor, or what is that going to do outside of the nuts?
Actually, the nuts, I actually put that on top afterwards.
Oh, so like the topping. Got
like
it. Okay.
So that's why I say you can do with it or without it.
Okay. And then what are you using now?
Right now we're using the cocoa powder. You use the organic cocoa powder. You want to make sure that it's vegan, of course.
Okay.
And then you can either I use the agave, that's what I use for sweetener. You can go into more in depth if you want to use like figs or dates. Okay. Stuff like that.
Now, I noticed that you have a darker version because I use a lighter version. Is there a reason why you have it darker? Is it sweeter?
Yeah, to me it seems like it's sweet.
Okay. Yeah. Now the only thing, and so I would like to share this with our viewers, the downside to agave, it's light and very low calorie, however, and also low glycemic. Those that are anemic, you want to follow with your doctor because some doctors are recommending against the agave, so you may have to try a different version of sugar for you versus the agave. So always, with everything that you do, research your ingredients and make sure that you know the items that are for you, and if you have a certain particular illness that you want to pay attention to that as well. So we are taking that in consideration, okay? All right.
You just add all your ingredients and you go from there.
It's like when your mother's making a cake, you want to lick the bowl.
Okay.
Like, can I get the can I get the spatula or anything like that? So this is exciting to see the avocado pudding come to play. We're going to begin to blend this up. We have our avocado, we have our agave. Let's go.
All right. You want to mix it up a little bit and then check and make sure that you're getting your consistent the way you want it.
Okay. So then do you have a certain time that you actually will continue, like how long do you actually put this on there?
Actually, it don't take that much. It don't take long. It's just like
So like a minute?
About a minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
A minute or less. Yeah. Depending on what type of machine you have.
Wonderful. So we're going to, well, before we go greet our guests and everything like that, tell us the benefits of the avocado. Why are we actually using the avocado?
Well, you want to use the avocado because it's your good fats. You can use avocado for many of the things for your skin. And actually,
Oh yeah, that's like, do they call that? They call it, that's our healthy fat. So this is our healthy fat. Let me give you this.
Yes.
Yeah, avocado, that's your healthy fat. You can use it for your breakfast toast in the morning time. You can put a little bit of sea salt on top of that, so you actually can spread this. This is like your healthy butter. So a lot of people are not aware that this is kind of like a substitute for a butter, and it's actually a healthier version of that. So, all right, so we're gonna go back over here. Let's see your protein bowls. I believe we're gonna go back over here.
So first of all, we're going to turn this eye on right here.
Okay.
Because we want to get your kale. You don't have to cook it all the way, but
Okay.
you want to put a little steam on there.
Okay, so you still leave the crunch, so a lot of the
Yeah.
nutrients are left in because this is more of a raw base
Right,
here. So
exactly.
you're leaving that, which is really great for somebody that needs more nutrients in their body, in their system.
Yes, and what I've used is a little olive oil.
Okay.
You can play around with it how much you want to do with it.
And let me go back and correct her on this. If you were on a meal plan, you have to measure your items out. You can't just play around with it. If you at
Yes.
home like me just enjoying good old fashioned food, it's okay to kind of be liberal with your oil.
Yes.
But make sure you count your calories if that's what you're doing for you. And then I'm looking, you've cubed your sweet potatoes.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful,
Yes.
wonderful presentation. Okay.
And this is your Kiba.
Okay.
And then now that you have everything kind of like pretty much done, that's when you want to add your taste to it.
Okay.
You know, if you want to do something else with it.
So your seasonings,
Your
things to make it pop,
seasoning.
bring it all together.
Exactly.
All right, so while we're here, tell us a little bit more about Impressive Vegan Style. Tell us, I know that you do meal prep, so you actually provide this as a service to the community. So explain a little bit about your business, how they can contact you and get in direct contact with you regarding services.
So what happens is, depending on what you're looking for, you may be busy, you're too busy to meal prep and do things like that.
Why are you talking to me? Look, I'm about to give her a call, okay?
So that's why I come in at, and what you do is we sit down for initial interview and see what you like and what you don't like, what you're looking for as far as if you're looking to lose weight, be on some type of portion control, you want to be high protein. So it's service to any line of person that you know that you want to.
So you take into consideration their calories
Yes.
and carbs and things like that.
Yes, your dislikes this and what you do like and different things like that. And what happens is I get with you on Saturday. If you have something particular that you want to eat, then I'll go from there. But if not, I just freestyle and give you what you want. And I have 3 different plans. Well, I have actually 6 different plans.
Okay.
So you can get like a 3-day plan that's give you 3 meals.
Okay.
Or you can get a 5-day plan. You can get them with smoothies, without smoothies, with salads, without salads.
Now, what about someone if they're not sure about meal planning and they're not wanting to invest yet in a whole week? Do you just do like a daily type special or anything like that? Do you offer something that's daily for someone that may be coming in from out of town, or someone's spouse wants to try a meatless dish? Do you offer that type of
I actually
service?
do.
Okay.
Yes, I actually do. As long as you give me a 24-hour in advance.
Okay. So share with our viewers, share with them your contact information, and do you have a website if you can share that information with them as well so they can contact you?
Yes, it's actually impressiveveganstyle.com, and actually my name is Kiba Alford, or you can call me at 317-605-7997.
All All right, well, thank you. What we're going to do is we're going to watch her put all this together. We're going to invite our guests, and we have some returning guests. So again, if you would like to be a guest in our show, please contact us on our social media, Vegan Soul. Also tag, like, and share. And then also, if you have any local artists, we would love to profile their artistry on board as well. Lovely earrings by Elizabeth, outfits by Runway Diva Boutique. We're going to go greet our guests and eat. All right, we have our guest with us on Vegan Soul. Tia is a returning guest, so thank you for checking us out again.
Hi.
She is here with us on our Meal Prep 101 with Kiwi. And then we have the Quincy here, who has been plant-based for how long now?
About a year and 3 months.
So the exciting part is your whole entire family's plant-based, right?
Yes.
So this is nothing new to them, so the entire family, wife and all, right? Look at that, look on the roll.
It was hard. Yeah.
And then we have Derek, and this is the first, everybody knows Mr. Derek Valentine, and what is this for you today?
It's the first for me, actually. Being plant-based, I just years of bodybuilding, just
I'm so excited to have you at the table with us. 30 years of competing, right? And this is his first time trying plant-based, so I'm excited to have him. So Kiwi has provided for us. We have our beans, we have our quinoa, we have our kale, we have almonds. Amongst our walnuts, you have your cranberries, your sweet potatoes. This is a service that she provides with her meal prepping. So she does this on a regular basis. So
One of my issues is I'm moving fast and I'm busy, but I need to have a quality meal. I don't like fast food. So how do I make this in a busy lifestyle where it doesn't take too long to make? And so what I'm thinking is, how can I get someone to prepare that for me, and what would that take in order for me to keep going in my busy lifestyle?
well, the great part about when I had a chance to sit down and speak with her, she takes the guesswork out of it.
Okay.
So she's going to do an assessment with you, talk about your goals, where you're trying to get to, your likes, your dislikes, take all that guesswork out of there. And from my understanding, that is an affordable meal plan. So it's actually where it's an affordable meal prep because she wants people to be healthy. It's not like she's doing it for the financial, she's doing it for because she actually cares about your wellness and the outcome of your wellness.
Okay.
So that's where we put you in contact with her for you to check it out and then incorporate that more in your lifestyle. So the long term, it may be a short term that you would try meal prepping with her services, but long term she's equipping you for long term success. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So that's the great part about that.
So is it something I can just pop in the microwave and warm up real quick, or
You see this meal right here? It's meal in a box to go, but it is not your drive-through restaurant. So everything is fresh. She tries to do it prepared for you daily.
Okay.
She actually will tell you that nothing is processed, that she does try to get it all natural or organic so that you know where the actual ingredients come from. And then again, that's things that you will talk about with your actual assessment.
Okay.
I like that she will get to know you first before just selling you a service.
Yeah.
So that's the good part. Get to know me first and then find out how she can help you with that. Is that nice?
like that?
Yeah. And then Derek, oh my gosh, meal prep 101. What's your struggles?
the struggle would be the financial part of it. I mean,
Okay.
It's a little bit pricey. So I mean, you want to make sure you find things that are affordable for you. Gives you the discipline of just finding specific things when you go to the store.
Yeah. Well, I think finding the right meal prep, because she has different packages. I think she had like almost 6 different packages. So some are 3-day, 5 days, some detox, some long-term, some meals that, like, say you're on the highway and you need to have a meal prep for Saturday. You contact her by Friday within 24 hours, she can provide that service for you. So I think it kind of takes a lot of the quick guesswork out, and you were talking about the affordability of it. I think when you're competing, you take all your cost factors into play, and that meal prep is like our #1 priority because, you know, the meals have to be on point. So I think that you have a lot of options with you of affordability. That may be something that you talk to her, refer other bodybuilders, competitors. There might, you know, like that frequent flyer program, get a punch card, you might have a discount. I don't know what that looks like, but that's something that you can talk to her about that. But then I think that she's going to find a meal and customize it according to your needs. So when we're talking about the financial piece of it, hey, Derek, how much budget do you have this week? And when you tell her what your budget is, she's going to work within that budget to get you the quality meals that you need to have. So I'm excited to have that as well.
That sounds good.
What you got to say, Quincy? What do you got to say about
Sounds
yours?
like
What about your meal prepping?
Sounds like a time cycle. You know, I just think about as an adult, I went back to school.
Okay.
So I was working full time and going to school full time. Barely had any time for sleep, let alone prepping my meals.
Okay,
You know,
okay.
so I definitely gained weight during that process or during that period of time, this would definitely benefit.
Okay.
Definitely.
So, and then I'll just kind of like, the whole meal prepping thing, it is setting you up for success. It's setting you up for success. So I'm going to introduce everyone to Kiwi. She's going to bring over, everybody have room for avocado pudding. We're going to bring
I definitely will have
First
some
time
for that.
Yes. Oh, and it's so cute. I love it. I like presentations.
Yes.
Wonderful.
All right, so I'm gonna have you guys, as she's coming in, you're gonna try, she's gonna sit down with us, and we're gonna talk about some of the benefits of this. Dive in and tell us what you think. Let us know what you think about these meals. Let's go
Let's
for
do
it.
this.
I'm looking at everybody's faces. Stir it in there, get all the seasonings in there. She has your vegan butter in there. Yes, thank you, Ms. Lane, for joining us. Is there anything that I left out sharing about Meal Prep 101 and how to set them up for success?
Actually, you did a great job.
Thank you.
My main goal is to, like she said, get you in a healthy state of mind, get your body ready. I originally got into this type of work because I'm a success myself of changing the way I eat and different things like that. I actually looked at my blood drawing before I got started. Numbers tremendously went up. My doctor actually said if everybody was like me, he'll be out of business.
So I see that you slid in this soup.
Yeah.
Anybody else in this soup? Okay, so tell us about the soup. We have a 3-course meal here. Tell us about this soup that we have all these lovely vegetables and color in.
Well, actually, that's a spicy peanut butter soup.
Chickpeas in there too.
Yes.
You have chickpeas and what did you call this again?
Spicy peanut butter.
Miss
Spicy
and,
peanut butter. Let me see.
So it's a kick in there.
Yes.
I love spice.
I'm purple.
I like to get a lot of protein.
Cayenne pepper in there?
Yes.
Look, cayenne pepper is
So
like
good.
I
Yeah.
like my spice.
Yes.
So what do you think, Nikita?
It's so good. And you know when it's good because you don't good, right? And you don't want to say anything, but it is so good. This is so delicious.
I love this.
Just in preparing now, I can get someone to prepare because that's my issue. I can't put this together. I
Yeah.
can't say I can, but I don't have the palate, I think. Glad I can eat yours though.
That's why we have people in business like that to do the meal prep and stuff.
The person like me loves spice. I look for that little tingle in the back of your throat. I know I got that good stuff.
Extra anti-inflammatory. We were talking about. She likes to make meals that actually help people build up their immune system. So the great thing about that is that there's a purpose in her meal prepping. So actually, if she can build your immune system up, keep you from getting sick, less times that you're at the doctor, you can be greater. You know what I'm saying? So those are great things. So when we're talking about that tingle in the back of your throat, that's where you go to it.
Absolutely.
So we're gonna check over him, the man that has never tried plant-based, and see what the judges say right now.
This is actually delicious.
Oh, you did great! Thank you. I'm not gonna lie, I cheated. I skipped right over to my avocado pudding. This is chocolate delight in a little jar. So I'm gonna say, oh my God, this is. Tell people you do not taste the avocado. They think that they see an avocado, and you see an avocado and think this is not avocado. This is greatness in a jar. So try it. Does it taste like avocado?
So good.
See, that's it. So it's like avocado. You taste your avocado.
For this one.
You taste avocado? I think we have a winner around
This is
dessert.
good.
Yay!
Yes.
So you gotta warn somebody first before they start eating stuff on TV. And you talk about face and like, ooh, that's a bit powerful. You got that little problem.
So I again thank each and every one of you for being on Vegan Soul. Tag it, like it, share it with people on our social media. Kiwi, thank you again for presenting, and she provided us with our soups, with our protein bowl, with our avocado pudding. I mean, there is so much here that your palate can actually benefit from. Let me say this, it's nutritious, it's wholesome, it's great. It's something that you can prepare at home. Also, if you're not able to prepare at home, we have services that are offered that you can get those from. Again, thank you for our sponsors. Thank you for everyone that's participating. Thank you for everyone that is liking, tagging, and sharing. Did I say liking, tagging, and sharing? Make sure you tell
Thank
someone. If you would like to be a guest on the Vegan Soul, also contact us via the Facebook inbox message. Again, thank you for our local artistry, for Nicole Michelle, for her artwork. Again, thank you everyone. Again, thank you for Vegan Soul. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.